It's really hot.
It is really warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
But at least we're not in the
We've got heating in the dungeon now. It's just too much the other way.
Well, open the window a little bit, Adam.
You could open the window.
There's no windows in here, Ross. I've told you that. It's a fake window. It looks like
Open the window.
It's painted on the wall, mate.
It's still colder than the old podcast studio.
It is.
Remember that one podcast where we just sweated out so much that when somebody went to the loo, they came back and it was just like the worst thing ever. I was just I don't want to be back in this room.
Yeah, the smell was tremendous as well. 4 grown adults.
That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, okay, that's what I meant. It was like,
I'm
just going for a wee, and then I came back and I was like, I don't want to be in here anymore. It smells like an armpit.
4 grown adults
8
sweating
armpits.
in a tiny box room. Yay.
Anywho, right, let's do a podcast.
This is our second podcast of the evening, isn't it?
It certainly is.
2 podcasts.
In one evening.
Put out in 1 week.
Who'd have thunk it?
What one's this one?
This one's a review with the crew.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a Snooze Button show as well, of course, which is a news show that we put out every, Tuesday? Sometimes a Wednesday.
Yeah, it depends what's going on.
Early part of the week, you know. But this one is all about what we've been watching.
It is.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Music! So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Review with the Crew with Mr. Adam Gattrell.
Hello.
Mr. Ross Murphy.
Hello.
And me, Mr. Chris Quinton. Hello. I don't think we introduced ourselves again at the start of the last show, did we?
I don't know if we did. I think everyone knows who we are by now.
True. Doesn't really matter too much. So, yeah, reviews. Have you been watching anything, Ross? Have you finally managed to get some time?
Yeah, I've watched a few things, actually.
Do you want to go first?
Real quick ones.
Go on.
I've seen Whiplash.
Whiplash, the drumming movie.
Yeah.
It's very good, isn't it?
Didn't really like it.
What?
It's not my bag.
What?
Just
Is that about the 80s drummer that's a bit mental?
No, it's about a kid who's going through like a really tough jazz drum school. Or a competition jazz company, isn't it?
He's obviously at a music college of some sort, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
And then he joins the jazz band, and the guy who runs the band is just...
J.J. Jameson.
Juno's dad. What's his name? He won an Oscar for it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, that's the one.
Mm.
And he's
a tyrant.
Capital letter C word, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I just say it and you cut it out? Because it sounds worse saying that.
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
Cunt with a beep's better, isn't it? Yeah. I'll let you choose which one to use there.
Anyway.
And he's horrible. He's top drawer baddie. Like he's
cool.
He's as horrible as Nurse Ratched, is it? From One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Matilda then.
Yeah, and he's horrible. And then this kid's just drumming, and he wants it really badly. And then the guy's a bit of a dick, and he's just drumming. And then there's just scenes of drumming, and then there's 10-minute drum solos, and you're like, oh God, how can I listen to a 10-minute drum solo? And then there's lots of blood from drumming too much.
Is it a documentary dramatisation of real life, or is it made up completely?
I think it's completely
original
fictional.
idea, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think the tension builds in this film very, very well. And I think... Yeah, it's unfortunate that a lot of people have missed this.
Are you confusing drum rolls for tension?
No. In actual fact, there are good story beats in this film that really make you feel really sorry for this guy, and like especially the finale. It's just like he puts himself through so much crap just to get there. You know, it's good. I personally really rate that film.
But also they do that thing where they separate. This is not really spoiled. They separate, and yet it's New York, but somehow they bump into each other.
Yeah, true.
Which just doesn't...
Okay. It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. And that annoyed me. And then I think, honestly, I don't really like jazz. I'm not a great fan of jazz.
That's fine, isn't it? There's a lot of people that don't like jazz.
There's a lot of types of jazz, but yeah, a lot of it's very difficult to listen to.
Yeah. They did a gag on Parks and Rec the other day about, like how pretentious and like mental freeform jazz is. There's an NPR style radio show on where the guy talks like he does that voice that I've done before. Here we are listening to the latest tunes from this person over here, and he goes, "Can you introduce the next segment?" And she's like, "Yeah, the next segment's called Jazz on jazz. And he's like, that's right, it's jazz on jazz. We will play 2 jazz records at the same time. And they put it on, I just laugh because it just sounds
noise.
like jazz.
Jazz mixing. That's cool.
But
but
it's
not
just
well. It's just played at the same time.
2 tracks laid on top of each other, and it's just like, sounds like really bananas freeform jazz. And I was just like, that's what all jazz sounds like to me.
I like it.
Yeah, it just sounds horrendous.
What's that in Parks and Rec, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like funk and soul when it's got too much saxophone in it. That's how much I don't like jazz.
Right, okay.
Like Paul would be like, this record's pretty good, and I'm like, yeah, I like the horns. Then the sax kicks in, it's too jazzy for me.
Brilliant. I'll tell you what I like about Whiplash, though, is at least it's a bit different. It's off the beaten track, isn't it, as far as stories are concerned?
It's got the cinematography is really good.
It is,
the DP was amazing on it because it's a bit like Darren Aronofsky does lots of close-ups. There's incredible close-up, and the editing's brilliant as well because, as you can imagine, they're trying to put excitement and energy into somebody drumming, and there's loads of really fast cuts to really close-up shots of drumming. So it must have been a really masterclass of putting it together in the edit room.
Yeah. So and getting all the rim shots in the right place and everything. And,
well, you've seen it when people will do it on YouTube where they'll just film themselves drumming.
Yeah.
So they'll just film one beat and one strike, and then they'll put a drum track together with video. So they've done that. So there are things to like about it, but by the end of it, I was a bit empty.
Right. It's a shame.
But I know musicians, they gush all over. My brother fucking loves it. And Anna's brother thinks it's brilliant as well. And he's a drummer.
It's a very well-regarded movie, but yeah, if it's not for you, it's not for you. What else?
Do you want the other one?
Go on.
Yeah.
The Darkest Hour.
Is Darkest
that the
Hour?
Churchill
Is it the
movie?
church? Yeah, it's called
I've
The
seen
Darkest
that.
Hour.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I enjoyed that a lot.
I haven't seen
that
it yet.
cheesy bit on the subway is a bit subway.
Yeah, this is true. So
this is the one with the more recent one with
well, they both came out around the same time, but it's the
with
what's his name? The actor?
Gary Oldman.
Gary
It's
Oldman.
the Gary
yeah,
Oldman
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Doing a very vulnerable, honest, interpretation of Churchill.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of drinking and smoking and questioning in your own ability.
And being berated by his wife for treating the help like crap.
Yeah.
Stuff. But yeah, you're right. It's a very humanist kind of portrayal, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's
Good
brilliant.
angle.
It's so good.
You don't like the bit with the subway?
I think it's a bit cheesy, isn't it?
But it's
it definitely didn't happen, and it's a bit cheesy.
Okay, that specific event may not have happened, but he did do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he disappeared and went and spoke to the people and got their opinions and stuff.
Yeah, but no one ever definitely knows what he did and where he went.
No.
So it's a bit. They should have just left it out and had him come back into a room, going, "The people have said this" or something. Maybe.
But if you're really involved with the film, it's a very emotional part. That bit, there was a tearjerker for me. That bit.
And the film does a really good job of the tension is in the attention is in the path to appeasement, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's brilliantly done. And he has to make some tough decisions.
The makeup department did an amazing job as well.
Yeah, he
does look great.
And he's incredible as well.
Yeah. You can't fault him. He deserves an Oscar, finally, for that part.
Mate, you could have given him an Oscar for bloody Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
He's that good.
Yeah, absolutely.
In everything he's in.
Or bloody Leon or
even Fifth Element.
Fifth Element, yeah.
Like every role he plays, he's pretty. There's not many. I think his role in the Planet of the Apes.
He is the
movie
best
wasn't
thing.
Great, but
that's not really his fault.
No.
He is the best thing in the Batman trilogy.
Yeah, true.
He's when he's on the screen,
Gordon.
he's the best thing on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just. I think he's just beautifully versatile.
He's the greatest character actor of his generation.
He's a pretty incredible human being,
It's
isn't
fucking Alex Guinness levels of good.
he? Yeah. Absolutely.
Definitely.
But yeah, watch that. Don't watch Whiplash.
I'm going to go and watch the other Winston Churchill movie as well.
The one with Brian Cox.
Yes.
But not that Brian Cox.
Yes.
Brian Cox from Braveheart.
That's
Mel
the one.
Gibson's dad.
Yes.
No, not his dad, his uncle, isn't it?
Yeah, his dad's 100.
No, I'm just saying in Braveheart he plays his uncle.
Oh, right.
Like, takes him away, doesn't he?
I was going to say, Mel Gibson's actual dad is about 100.
Takes him away to like the Crusades or something, which is a bit weird, isn't it? And then he comes back all learned, doesn't he?
Is he still alive then?
Yeah, he had stem cell treatment a while ago, and suddenly is now not in a wheelchair, can get an erection, and has working
No, he
elbow joints.
didn't have stem cell treatment.
Mel Gibson and his dad, yeah.
Because they're nutty right-wing, like Roman Catholics, aren't they?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He did a whole podcast with Joe Rogan talking about stem cell research and what treatment his dad had. And they went to Panama to do it, because it's not legal in certain states of America.
Right.
And, he was saying, my dad won't mind me saying this, but basically he couldn't get it up, and has been stuck in a wheelchair, and 3 days after the treatment, he's up out of the wheelchair, and within a few weeks, he's saying
the
that
bit like
he's got his function back.
Bit like in Dallas Buyers Club when he just has to go to Mexico to not have the AIDS.
Does that happen in Dallas Buyers? I've not seen that film.
It's very good. Watch it.
Yeah?
Yes, that is fantastic.
Okay.
Better than Whiplash.
But yeah, sorry, random divert there to Mel Gibson's dad.
Do you want to have a real quick one? Because I just finished it this week.
Go on.
Detroit Become Human.
Oh, really?
Play that
You've
game.
finished it already?
There isn't a lot of game there, but
Okay.
It's more a cinematic experience, isn't it?
it's very much like the Telltale games that I hate,
where you can leave it running almost.
but it's brilliant because there are so many choices.
PlayStation Plus games this month.
Beyond Two Souls. Yeah, Anna's playing that.
It's not. It's XCOM 2.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to play that.
It's amazing.
Have you got PlayStation Plus then, Adam?
No, but I already own the first XCOM, and I've played the second one, and it's awesome.
So it's XCOM 2, and the other one is a Trials game.
Yeah, Trials is cool. Always download that. It's fun when you've got people around.
It's not standard Trials. It's the next one.
Yeah, the latest one, Trials Fusion. I think.
That's the one. Trials
Is that
Fusion.
the bike thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Flippy bike game.
yeah.
Good games, those.
Yeah. If you've not signed up for PlayStation Plus, Adam.
Yeah, I haven't got the money for that at the moment. I've just bought a PS4.
That's on offer at the moment. You
Yeah.
need to find the money because it's £35 for a year.
Is it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
because of days of play.
How
And
much
days
is
of
it normally?
50.
Okay, I might have to mug someone or sell something.
I hear this back alley behind my house is quite good for dodgy affairs.
Yeah, I've seen a few
So,
things go on there. I might
Like,
have to
actually,
go and mug a drug dealer and sell it on.
in hindsight, what you should have done was trade all those games in for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, but the games that I traded in, I got £7 for.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because Fallout 4 doesn't get you a lot. Fallout 4 gets you £1.50. Doom gets you like £1. Yeah, I traded in some game, and the trading value for games that are over a year old is crap.
Yes.
So I got £7 for 3 of the games I got with the console.
What was
So-
that at CEX or?
No, that was at Game. CX were just as bad, though, price-wise. I did find out what the games were worth in the other place first.
Right.
And it was a better option for those particular games in-game.
Stick them on eBay. You'll always get a tenner for a game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what was your Darkest Hour? So, have we moved on from that?
No, we're talking about Detroit,
games.
aren't we?
So, yeah, Detroit, Ross. Tell us a little bit more, quick.
Detroit Become Human is the latest game by Quantic Dreams.
Who did Heavy Rain.
And they
Beyond.
did this first game they did was called Fahrenheit.
Oh, yeah.
It's got another Indigo Prophecy, like when it's like abroad or something.
And they did Beyond Two Souls. Is that
Beyond Two Souls.
Quite a recent one.
Yeah, so the guy who makes them, David Cage, he's really into movies.
Right.
I think we spoke about it before.
We
About
did
how,
make a little bit of a... We did, have a bit of a chat about it, yeah.
Yeah,
so I
it's
don't really need to do
walking,
backstory
pointing and
anymore.
clicking, innit?
There isn't a lot of game there in the same way there's not a lot of game there like in the Telltale games.
Right.
But there is much more game there than the Telltale games.
So, as in, like, number of hours, how long
No,
did you...
not number of hours, but the fact that your decisions matter.
Right.
Like, people can die,
Yeah.
and they're just not in the rest
That's
of
it,
the game.
erased from the game. So, what's your mission? Is it to get as many characters through the game as possible?
Well, it's up to you. Play it how you want. That's
Right.
the beauty. You can just I made it on my first playthrough. I made it through with pretty much everybody alive.
Okay.
But I think that was a conscious decision I made myself.
So do you think there's a trophy out there for getting like nobody?
Oh yeah,
through?
there's I looked at the trophy guide afterwards because you finish the game and you'll get about 50% of the trophies.
Right.
And then the rest you get through multiple playthroughs or just going back to scenes. And it does this thing where it shows you like a diagram of when you get to the end of a scene, it'll show you all the routes through the scene.
Right.
Like logic gates almost. Like so you get to you'll get to a point and it'll be an and or an or that gate, yeah? And then you branch off. And then you can go back through and you can look at the whole game and then things will happen and you see, like when you complete a scene, you see something that is only in there from about 10 scenes ago.
Okay.
So it's that the developers don't know how many endings there are for the game.
It's crazy that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really crazy. Interesting. Did you buy a physical copy?
Yes.
I know somebody that hasn't got very many games. You can lend it to Adam.
Yep. Well, you both should play it.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot to be playing,
definitely.
to be fair.
I had the choice of that or God of War, and
I think you made the right decision with God of War. Cause
I don't think I did. I'm not enjoying it at all.
Stick with it.
Really?
No, it's like a chore.
How many hours have you played it?
Like 4 hours.
Yeah. No, keep going.
Is it the hack and slashy bit of it?
It's too hack and slashy.
The combat gets
His
really
voice
good.
is fucking stupid. I've done loads of upgrades to him, and he's still useless. The kid's like just annoying, and I kind of think I know what the storyline is already.
Did you download that?
No, I got it with the console as a physical copy. I had the choice of that and Detroit, and I went for.
So you can lend you Detroit. You can lend me God of War.
Yeah.
I might get round to playing it in 6 months.
To be honest, like God of War, I'm probably going to trade in before I even finish it because I can get 30 quid for it, which means I can buy 3 games.
While it's still got some value, get rid of it.
So yeah, I enjoyed the first like half an hour of like, oh, this is different.
Good luck getting 30 quid for God of War though, mate, because it's already 35 quid in
that's what they offer it
Sainsbury's.
for. 30 quid in CEX on their sign at the moment. So I'll trade it in this week, and then I can get 3 games for that price.
Quick
rating, look, Ross, for Detroit, because we should move on.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yeah,
it's pretty solid then.
Yeah, but just real quickly, the graphics are fucking incredible.
Right,
like
it does
the
look beautiful.
Animation, the lip syncing, and I think they did performance capture, and then they did up close performance capture as well.
Oh, really?
Cool. Yeah.
And overlaid them.
Yeah,
interesting.
It sounds far more like my sort of game than God of War. Like, yeah,
you make the wrong choices sometimes.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I went through the same feelings as you.
Right,
like, I had friends going, God of War's amazing, and I was about 5-6 hours in, and I was like, it's not very good. But then I unlocked some of the things, and the combat just became so satisfying.
Right, okay.
You're not playing it on the easiest difficulty setting, are you? No, don't, because that ruins the combat.
No, I'm not playing it on easy. No point in playing a game if you're going to play it on easy.
Has the world opened up?
Tell you what, before we go on too much about God of War, because we've spoken about that quite a lot on the podcast.
Yeah.
Although, Adam, is it something you're intending to review this evening?
Yeah, well, it's the first game I've got on my PS4. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In that case, ignore me.
We talked about a bit of it, though, but yeah, like Ross saying about pushing through, everyone seems to say that, but like, what sort of length is the game in total when you finish it? Like, storyline-wise?
20, 25?
Yeah.
And I wanted more. I started platinum it because I was that into it.
Okay.
And then other things came out. And
I noticed that Jamie that comes on the show platinumed it the other day.
Oh, did he?
I saw it pop up on Facebook.
Loads of people have platinumed it because
I just don't know if I can give it that much time. That I'm just getting bored already.
Where have you got to?
I've opened the Bifrost and gone to Alfheim, and now I'm somewhere else.
Yeah, it should. I think you probably give it a couple more hours.
I've got a couple more hours with it before the day when I've got a day off to trade it in. So I'll give it a couple more and see what happens.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's my game of the year so far.
Cool. Yeah. Other than that, like God of War, I watched a new TV show that came out called Barry.
Barry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bill Hader.
Is it about Barry Island?
No. Is
it about some bloke called Barry?
It is about a guy called Barry. Barry is played by Bill Hader, the comedian, who's been in quite a few of the films with like Seth Rogen and that lot. and has also done quite a few sort of Saturday Night Live and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, Bill Hader, quite well known for
Yeah,
various stuff. And it's kind of a comedy, but he's not the funny one.
Okay.
He's playing a very straight, serious contract killer who decides he wants to be an actor.
Is his name Barry?
Yeah.
Right.
And he meets people that are into acting through a contract and decides, well, I'm not going to kill anyone anymore. But the Polish gangsters, the Russian gangsters, the American gangsters, the other gangsters all keep coming along and basically getting involved in his life and trying to make everyone get him to do more contracts because he's so good as a hitman. Like, he's like absolutely amazing at different ways of killing people and stuff like that. And when you see him fight and do those moments, it's like brutal, quite full on, like a hitman film,
Right.
or TV show.
Well choreographed?
Yeah. For what it is, it's brilliantly choreographed.
Was it BBC or something?
No, it's I'm not sure what channel it's on. We've been watching it on. Our girlfriend's got Sky, so we can just record things occasionally.
Right.
So we saw that advertised with him in, and we were like, "Oh, that looks interesting." So we hit the button, and I think we've watched about 3 episodes so far, and it's really good. Like, it's basically him hanging out with these actors, and the guy that played the Fonz is the teacher of the acting group.
Cool.
And there's been a murder of one of the people, so there's police around and stuff, and obviously he's a hitman, but no one knows he's a hitman, and the police are sniffing around, and he's doing what he does. But yeah, and he's Barry, and it's funny as fuck at times, but also quite dramatic and stuff.
So he's a hitman and he decides he wants to be an actor.
Yeah, he decides he wants to give up being a hitman and become an actor, but he's so straight and almost emotionless.
Yep.
That it's very difficult for him, and he's trying to do the acting, and the guy that plays the Fonz, who's his teacher, is just shouting at him all the time. Henry Winkler.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And it's really good. I really enjoying it.
How are
It's
you with
just
French
something
films,
different.
Adam?
I quite like French films.
As in, you're right with subtitles and stuff?
Yeah.
Try a film called...
Can you read?
It's a little less sensitive than I'd have gone for, but...
Well, I am dyslexic,
It's
but yeah, there you go.
kind of meant. But,
Cheers, Ross.
Can you read fast enough to watch them on the words on the movies?
Yeah.
Try a film called Life is Beautiful.
I've seen that, yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
That's
in
amazing.
the IMDb's top 250 movies ever.
Fantastic film.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Like one of my favourite foreign language movies.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing, but
Yeah.
a guy that wants to be a pianist.
Yeah.
And the mob.
Very similar idea. But like seeing Bill Hader, who's a massive comedian, play a very straight, very
I see what you mean.
serious role.
Yep.
When everyone else around him is being mental and sort of slightly cartoonish, like some of the gangsters, like I think there's I'm not sure if they're the Polish, Russian, or there's like 3 different nationalities of gangsters going on in the area, and one of the guys is like overly camp and just unbearably hilarious.
Okay.
Like he's just doing weird things all the time. Like I will Instagram this and things like that. And you're just like, what? But yeah, it's great. Yeah, if you get a chance to watch it, it's called Barry.
Okay. I'm tempted by that. That sounds good.
It's fun.
So is it the same like in Life is Beautiful, where the mob and the gangsters and stuff just won't let him give up that life?
Yeah, people keep...
And he's stuck in it because of the people that are around him.
So like his boss or his partner gets taken by some gangsters, and he's then made to do a job for them, otherwise they're going to hurt him.
Right.
There's a bit with some teeth filing. It's quite brutal at times.
Love a bit of teeth filing.
Yeah, it's a bit brutal at times. But it's that sort of the same concept that every time he goes to kind of do something, then he gets kind of pulled back in and then manages to go off and do something and take part in some acting-esque thing, and then kind of gets dragged back into gangster stuff. It's good.
I shall look out for that. Nothing else?
No, I thought I'd just bring up those 2. There's been other things, but nothing of any major interest. So
I did watch something that I know you've seen this week.
Okay.
Early Man.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you told me you'd attempted?
Yeah, I attempted.
Right. As in, you've not seen it all the way through, but you've seen some of it.
Yeah, I watched a bit and just went, I can't be bothered. This
Okay.
is too much about football.
It is about football.
Yeah,
A lot of it's about football.
I like football, but not enough to watch an animated animation about it.
See, I'm the other way around. I dislike football.
Yeah.
No offence to anyone.
No.
Your choices are your own, you know.
Yeah.
But this, actually, the humour in it is really good, and it's not actually football centric. It's more about the characters and the characterizations. Maybe you should give it another go.
Yeah, I like playing football. I don't like watching football. I don't like anything to do with football.
Fair enough.
Other than kicking a ball around or playing FIFA. That's it for me, football-wise.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Ross might like it.
The jokes in this film are very good, I thought, personally. You accuse me of having old man kind of humour. So
We don't accuse you. That makes it sound like we need to back that up with some evidence. Listen to all of our podcasts ever.
Well, that's probably a good thing to say, to be fair. But
Do you want proof? Oh, this is his plan all along. A year down the line, he knew I was going to say, listen to all our podcasts ever.
we know how humour works.
Don't listen
you
to
need a
Maul.
stooge, definitely.
Don't listen to
I
the
don't mind being the stooge.
First
It's not a
5,
problem.
where we had a microphone about the size of a pack of fags between us.
Smaller than a pack of fags. That's a good microphone. But yeah, in honesty, the jokes in this film, they all land. They're all very good. It's pretty solid humour-wise all the way through. And it's charming. It's like far better than Shaun the Sheep sort of territory. This is a bit of a return to form for them, I think. It's Aardman, of course. Aardman Animation Studios.
I didn't like the look of it from the trailer, but
Really?
I say watch it.
From what I'd seen, like obviously, maybe I do need to go back and watch the rest of it. But like from what I'd seen, it didn't. The problem for me with Aardman films is there's not many of the feature length ones for me that are anywhere near as good as the shorter.
The Wrong Trousers.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing they've done is as good as The Wrong Trousers.
Yeah, sure. That's sort of the perfect length, isn't it? Because you can't. You have to concentrate your storyline. You can't be going off on any tangents.
The model railway scene. The model railway scene on its own is. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah,
that film is why I'm scared
you
of
just
penguins.
watch it and go, "Why? What? How did they do that? How long must it have taken them to do that?"
Very true.
But even the one after that, what was the one after that?
The Were-Rabbit.
Yeah, no, before that, Loaf and Death, with the robot dog and the bread factory. It's fucking.
I thought The Curse of the Were-Rabbit was
No,
first,
I think
but
that's
still.
the one after it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Loaf and Death.
Oh,
or
it's
whatever
superb
called.
because it's not a feature length film. It's another short, still long, but it's still short.
Oh, actually, it's got a robot dog in it.
yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
you just
And
said that.
yeah.
I have seen it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like they're all of the Wallace and Gromit, even the Were-Rabbit one, which is a lot longer. They're all absolutely fantastic. Like, and none of the other Aardman stuff in my eyes stands up to them at all. You know?
Okay.
The others are good, but like Chicken Run doesn't stand up.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know, they just Maybe this one I need to watch all the way through, and maybe I'll have a different.
It's
thing,
that trying too hard to make a feature-length movie thing, isn't it?
Pirates and Scientists one. No.
Yeah. No, I think this is a good one. It's a good
Okay,
effort.
cool.
I'll probably give it a good sort of solid 7 out of 10.
That's
all right.
They've got to stand up to Leica, though, haven't they? That's the problem. Leica make amazing feature
That's
length.
stiff competition.
Yes.
But at the same time, quite malleable.
Well, Leica were inspired by Aardman, weren't they?
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense, doesn't it? Another film I've seen that I know that you've seen is Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it.
It's all right.
I had a good time. It's not a groundbreaking film, but it's not a bad computer game movie.
It's better than the original Tomb Raider film.
It is far better, but, you know...
It's still kind of lacking in storyline.
Suicide Squad is better than the first Tomb Raider movie.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it
no
lacks
competition,
a little
is there,
bit in
really?
storyline, and I found some of it a bit like...
It was a bit predictable,
but
you're right.
It is okay. It's a watchable computer game movie.
I did predict 2 major story beats.
Yeah.
One about her father and another one, the twist right at the very end.
I'm going to get it all because I've played the games. I
Right.
think
It's not quite the same as
but
the game,
enough
but
that I'll probably work
you'll
it
probably
out.
work it out.
However, I can imagine, I've not played the new rebooted games, but I can
They're
imagine
really good.
with the stuff that they do in the film, what they're trying to do is interest the parties that have played these games. So they do like the first person perspective going around trees
Yeah.
with a bow and arrow and stuff.
Fucking hate when
And
they
like-
do that.
in the movie. But it looks good.
It's just unnecessary.
In honesty, mate, I think Alicia Vikander, she is far better than
the film.
most of the beats in this film.
Yeah.
You know,
she's probably
you
the
can
best.
just say she's the best thing in it.
Yeah.
She is the best thing in it. It's unfortunate that the rest of the film isn't quite good enough to sit near to her level. Do you know what I mean?
You could tell that she was really going for it. She was really pushing it. Physically, she looks bloody amazing. I don't mean like in an attraction way. I mean that she looks like super buff. Like, yeah.
She's actually athletic.
Yeah.
But then also looks almost, by the end of the film, she starts to look a little bit malnourished and broken. You know, like it's.
She's proper gone for this role. She's and really did a great job of it. But unfortunately, the scripting is pretty terrible in places.
Do you think it's good enough to get a sequel?
They've
if the first
planned
original
for a
one
sequel.
with Goggle Eyes can get a sequel, then this can easily get a sequel.
Bit rude.
It is a bit rude, isn't it?
What, Goggle Eyes? I can't bother to remember.
Maybe it's
her
a
name.
stigmatism.
No, it's because her dad's the bloke with goggle eyes. It's genetic.
Well, yes, astigmatism.
Look, anyway,
It's astigmatism I've had since the age of 5.
there's a reason why this film is like the top-rated computer game movie ever.
Because they're all terrible.
They're all terrible,
I
and this
don't
one is
agree.
not terrible. It's not brilliant. There are things wrong with it, but you will have a good time.
It's probably not as good as Doom or Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mortal Kombat and Doom,
Mortal
from
Kombat
game
has
to
aged
the films,
now.
are still better than that is, in my eyes.
Yeah.
I've watched them both
I've not seen
recently.
Doom, but Mortal Kombat I can only imagine is looking pretty terrible now.
That hasn't dated that badly. It still looks like a 90s film, but it isn't. It
And it's
hasn't
got Christopher
dated as
Lambert in it. He can't really
bad
act,
as-
can he?
He
So-
can in that. He's fine. He's
Mate,
Raiden.
Mate, Johnny Cage does a splits and punches Gore in the nuts.
Yeah. Like,
That
it is Mortal Kombat. You literally get everything from Mortal Kombat that you want. Like, Doom, you get most of the things you want. It's a little bit weird, but it's still better than the new Tomb Raider. And the new Tomb Raider's not bad. It's just, it's sitting up there with the better computer game films, definitely.
Yep, okay. Again, I'd probably give that about another 6 or 7 out of 10. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it to people.
I wouldn't say
not
go
heavily.
I wouldn't say go to the cinema. I'd
No.
say wait until it.
I will definitely watch the
TV.
sequel, though. I enjoyed it enough to look forward to a sequel.
Cool. Cool.
Cool.
I was like,
From a distance.
Cool. And I was just like a foot and a half away from the microphone.
Just enjoying the sunshine.
And another real quick one to disagree with you about, Adam, is Safe from Netflix.
Yeah.
I've given it 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I tell you what, it's like a cheesy version of Broadchurch.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's who was Doctor Who? Scottish guy,
David Tennant.
David Tennant.
Oh, that I
TV
never
drama.
watched it. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. If you enjoyed Safe, you've got to go and watch Broadchurch.
This is the thing with Safe. I didn't think it was amazing.
Okay.
There was a lot of bad acting in, as I mentioned, like
Yeah.
extras doing very dodgy things.
Really, really
and
bad.
there were some little things in the story where you're like, well, why didn't the police do that and that? But then when you get to the end, you realise why.
Okay.
So until you watch the whole thing, it
pays off, does it?
Yeah, certain things don't make sense to why the police are being dodgy and weird, and why certain questions aren't being asked. And you're like, well, if I was a policeman, that's the first thing I would ask. Makes more sense at the end.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's not great.
The trouble
but
is, like,
the
as
guy's
soon
accent is mind blowing.
Well, I've seen it fall apart in places as well, though.
I didn't notice his accent fall apart at all. I was quite impressed with it. Like,
it looks very good in the trailers and sounds very good in the trailers, but I think just like hearing him perform it for too long in places, it's just a bit like,
maybe
it sounds a bit ropey. But maybe me being judgmental. But yeah, the storyline and the writing, and if you get to a part in a story where somebody's been killed, and then in order to cover up the fact that that person has been killed or died, they have to kill another person, and they do it in a stupid way. It's just a bit kind of you know,
but that's
lazy.
And that's the Harlan Coben style, which is what the book's obviously the book that the thing's based on. But I think with that, it's just the stupidity of those characters, and you do find that a bit weird. There's little moments like when she's saying something to the guy in the shower, going, "Oh, were you watching me?" and all this, and you just think, well, you've just like that doesn't make sense. Like, what's going on here? Like, it does become a bit there are things that are faulty and wrong with it. But
so I'm in two minds whether to carry on with it. But maybe I'll stick an episode on here and there if I've got nothing else to watch. But at the moment, I think I'm out. Yeah, to be honest. But there you
I can
go.
understand why, definitely. But yeah, a lot of the things that don't make sense are explained later on, which is why if it had just been me watching it and not me and the girlfriend, I probably would have gone 2-3 episodes in and then gone, can't be bothered, and then never seen the rest of it. Whereas, the girlfriend quite likes that sort of thing. So
honestly, go and watch Broadchurch.
Okay,
it's absolutely phenomenal.
That's one she's mentioned, I think, as well. She said there was a thing with Doctor Who in that was really good.
So it's David Tennant and the woman from
Peep Show.
Peep Show, yeah. Who's always phenomenal.
Coleman?
That's the one, yeah. Yeah, she's absolutely phenomenal in everything she does.
Maybe I'll give it a try.
There we go. Right, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not been nothing else watching.
Wrapping it up and get on. Competition. Please go and enter our competition. Go and look on our Facebook page. You'll find a competition post there. All you have to do is just go and share and like and share that one and send us the answer to the Transformers question, and you could win a McFarlane Toys 11 Stranger Things figure. It's a very good figure. Yes. Supplied, of course, by strangeworldcollectables.co.uk. Please go and visit their website.
There's some awesome stuff on there, actually. I've been having a look recently.
Really nice looking website as well.
Yeah.
Built by Squarespace, I noticed.
Yeah.
It's the same people that I use for mine. It's a good choice there,
Strange
World.
People have mentioned them, Squarespace, to me, and I've never...
It's really nice, actually.
It's quite easy to use.
I'll show you around it sometime if you like.
Yeah. Mate, it's an absolute doddle. Like, anybody can make a website on Squarespace.
Yeah,
maybe that's the way I need to go.
Yeah, you don't want to... Literally, it'll cost you more over the space of a year, but it's worth it.
This episode is not sponsored by Squarespace, by the way. It is sponsored
unlike
by
loads
Strange
of other
World
podcasts.
Yeah, unlike other. But yes, if you'd like to catch up with anything we do outside of the podcast, please go and find our Facebook page, Snow with the Crew. You'll find loads of links and stuff there. If you want to write into us at all with your answers to our competition question or anything else, anything you've seen, anything you'd like us to review, anything like that, snowwiththecrew@gmail.com. Message us on Facebook, tweet at us, anywhere where you can send us messages. Just do it.
Do it.
Oh, and leave us some reviews, please. That would be lovely. And subscriptions on our YouTube channel. Anything like that. You don't even have to use the YouTube channel to listen to us. But
leave a comment.
If we get 100 subscribers, then we can have a custom URL. That's always quite nice. So,
dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Right. Okay. We didn't do an honourable mention for Libsyn and Stitcher, but,
I don't think we need to.
Them.
Yeah, I think they've done it all. They've done it all.
Well, we've just kind of done it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Let's get out of here. Let's go and have some dinner.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.